Good day and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to do a quick overview of riding jackets, the general types and features to look for and consider when deciding on a riding jacket to buy. So for motorcycling, really there's two general categories. You've got leather riding jackets and then you've got textile riding jackets. So textile is a reinforced fabric, reinforced with basically materials that's not going to come apart when it's sliding down the roadway. It's called aramid fibers. Aramid is kind of the general version of Kevlar. So we'll start with leather riding jackets. So things to consider. Obviously, you want a good fit to your riding jacket. I personally like to have a bit of room in my riding jacket so I can put a sweatshirt or hoodie underneath. I live in Western Canada. It can be pretty cold even during the summer, especially if you ride in the evenings and mornings. So having a little bit of extra room to put hoodie makes all of the difference. So I'm going to take off the jacket so we can discuss some of the features of jackets to look for when purchasing. So for me, versatility is important. So this jacket, for example, has a removable lining in it. Once again, with our cold weather climate, it's nice to add or remove the lining depending on the temperature. So it makes quite a dramatic difference with the lining or without the lining. So having a removable or zip out lining to me is very important. Another factor to consider, especially with a leather riding jacket, is ventilation. So this particular open road jacket has zip up vents in the front to allow airflow to go through, and then zipping vents in the back to allow air to flow through the back of it. Once again, with the extreme temperatures, being able to flow air through while you're riding can make a big difference between having a comfortable ride and being way too hot. So in addition to ventilation, another consideration is impact area protection. So some leather riding jackets will actually have armor. The most common areas for armor are elbows, shoulders, and back. This particular riding jacket does not have any armor in it. Instead, it has essentially extra layers of leather, in this case accordion leather. So all of that extra material actually provides some level of impact protection over and above not having it. When you look at the back of this jacket, you'll see there's an area here that allows for the shoulder to expand. Very important. For me in particular, if I try wearing a jacket without this, it just lands up feeling way too tight and constricting. So having the arm and shoulder movement is quite an important aspect to consider. And when you try on the jacket and you move around, you'll see whether it provides you the level of movement or not. If you're buying it online, looking for features like this that are going to allow movement is pretty important. Another aspect to consider is closures, quality of the zippers, quality of the snaps, and also on the sleeves, having good quality closures so you can cinch it up nice and tight to avoid wind going in on those cold days, but also being able to unzip it and leave it open to allow wind to go in on the cool days. So those are kind of the primary things to look for. The final aspect to consider in a riding jacket is visibility. So nighttime visibility is their reflective material. So in this particular case, this jacket does have some reflective piping sewn in. It's not all that obvious. From a visibility standpoint, this jacket is very poor in that rating, but it met all of my other requirements. So you have to decide for yourself what's important. If visibility is of great importance, there's many jackets available with a lot more reflective material, or textile materials available in high visibility colors. So this is a good example of a textile riding jacket. So much lighter, Textile jackets, I personally feel, are best for either warm weather riding or riding where you require a lot of breathability. So if you're riding an adventure bike, dirt bike, something like that, and you're working pretty hard, it's really nice to have all of that extra airflow that you get from a textile style jacket. So hot summer days, if you live in a really hot climate, this is a great option as well, just because it's way more breathable than leather is. So the features on the textile are the same that you'd look for with a leather. So in this case, this particular open road textile jacket does have a zip in and zip out lining, which is nice. So even with the textile, you've got the extra warmth that you can add or take out. In terms of armor, it has elbow armor, shoulder armor, and back armor built into it as well. So it's nice to have the extra impact protection, in particular with the lighter product of the textile. All of the armor is in pockets as well, so you get a very basic level of armor with the jacket, but you simply open the pocket and you can replace the armor with higher end armor. You can spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on just armor alone. So definitely it's upgradable. Plus you can remove the armor if you want to wash the garment. This particular textile jacket also has a zip at the bottom that allows you to zip it onto riding pants. So if you have a pair of riding pants with a zipper attachment on the back of it, you can actually connect it to the pants and reduce the opening when you lean over. The jacket isn't going to separate from the pants and allow a lot of cold air in there. Now, ventilation on textile jacket, you're not going to generally see these with as many vents. In this particular case, there are still back vents on the jacket, but some textile jackets, depending on the weave, may not even have it or need it because of the nature of the fabric. This one, from an adjustability standpoint, has Velcro on the side and snaps on the side that allow you to take it in, which is nice. So when you're not wearing a hoodie or the liner in it, you can tighten it in and it's not flapping around in the wind, but then you can loosen it up and wear something under it if it's a cool day. So it adds a lot of versatility to have those adjustments, and the versatility extends to the arms as well. So once again, you've got the zippers that allow to tighten and snug up around the wrists and make it easier to take on and off. And then from a visibility standpoint, there's quite a lot of reflective material. Generally speaking, the textile jackets will have more reflective material in them than leather jackets, just because of the nature of their construction. So all factors, and then of course pockets to consider as well. So those are the primary features to be looking for in riding jackets. You decide what's important to you and the features that you want in the jacket that you'll end up purchasing. Thanks for watching and have a good day.